Wow, that was amazing.
So we're going to start off with some plain chicken breast. I got in here about 7 ounces to 8 ounces of chicken breast, boneless preferably. So you're going to use a meat grinder. If you don't have a meat grinder, you could also buy your chicken breast already ground. But I like to grind my own. That way I know what kind of chicken I'm buying, without all the added stuff that they add to chicken nowadays. These chickens are crazy. So I'm just going to grind it to a nice medium grind. All right, now that you got your ground chicken ready in a bowl, we're going to start making the chicken burgers. So what we're going to start first with is a little bit of buffalo sauce. I just buy whatever I find at the store. As you can see, Sweet Baby Ray's what I'm using. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons for this recipe. Again, you can always change it, depends on your flavoring for buffalo sauce. I'm using all-purpose seasoning now to just lightly season it. And then a little bit of kosher salt. Always kosher salt in most of my food to keep the flavors very mild and very straight to the point. 1 whole egg. I always say it's 1 egg per anything less than a pound. Anything over a pound, you got to add an egg. So if it's 2 pounds of ground chicken, 2 eggs, etc., etc. Here we got some whole feta. I'm going to crumble it myself. I like when you buy feta whole because it actually holds a little bit better because it serves in the liquid instead of ground feta that spoils fast. And since I'm not home as much as I would love to be, I have to make sure the food lasts a little bit longer. So I'm going to add about, I would say, almost half a cup of ground feta to this mixture, maybe a little bit less. Now with a rubber spatula, I'm going to stir it, mix it all together. If you want to make this faster, you could have beat the egg, almost like making scrambled eggs before you added it. That makes it a little bit easier. I just like doing it this way because it's a lot less mess. Again, I'm the only one at home, so the more mess I make, the more dishes I have to clean. So just mix it in. I'm going to take my time mixing this, making sure the egg and everything is incorporated evenly so every bit of chicken is coated and has the flavor that I'm looking for. Next, I'm going to get a pan, put it on top of my nifty scale, and I'm going to measure out the portion size. For my burgers, I like about 4 ounces because it gives me 35 grams of protein. I try to measure out all my protein and carbs throughout the day. So this is 4 ounces. I'm going to measure out 4 ounces complete. So it should give me roughly, I think it's 3 burgers to this recipe. And then also, whatever's left over, I'm just going to add on top, making sure to use every single bit of the chicken that's in there. Don't throw anything away. So if they're 4.2, 4.3 ounces, that's okay. As long as you're in the 4s. Anything higher than that, it's up to you. But I like to keep it all proportioned out. Next, I'm going to switch the pan over to the stove and let them cook on medium heat. I don't cook on high, especially with the chicken, because I don't want it to brown too much. So I'm going to cook it on medium to let it cook softly. This is going to take about 5 minutes on each side. At this point, to make sure it cooks all the way through, I'm going to throw it in the oven, set to 400 degrees for 4 more minutes. Now it's time to build my burger. I got a basic bun on the bottom. I'm going to put my burger. I added a little bit more extra sauce on top. I'm going to put a little sliced cucumbers for the freshness to go against the buffalo sauce. And a little baby greens. The baby greens I just tossed in a little bit of olive oil with just a little bit of kosher salt. And I'm just going to layer it on top and just take my time. So there you go. That's the buffalo chicken burger. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, stay tuned to next week for a future video. Hit subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when new videos come out. Love you guys. Till next week. Bye.